Hey. So yeah, so we all know Trae Young is going to the NBA season without a contract extension. He's looking for a contract extension. They can't come up with an agreement. And to be honest with you, I understand from the Hawks standpoint because they don't want to give Trae Young what he's asking for. They want him to take less than what he's asking for because, look, let me tell y'all the problem with Trae Young. Earlier on in Trae Young's career, I'm gonna tell you why it looked so different to me from my observation of Trae Young's whole career, like what he been doing in the college, high school, college, and at the beginning of his career in the pros. Trae Young got to do whatever he wanted to do. That's why at a school like Oklahoma in college, he averaged 29 points and 9 assists a game. That means he got to do whatever he wanted to do with the ball. He always had the ball in his hand, and he got to do whatever he wanted. And since he was a star, they just let him do it. So at the beginning of Trae Young's Atlanta Hawks career, that's why it looked the way that it looked when he was getting 30 and 12 and 30 and 9, 30 points and 9 assists and stuff like that. It looked like that. But if y'all remember, every time a coach tried to get Trae Young to play a different way than what he was playing, because you could not win that way playing the way that Trae Young was playing. Yeah, the numbers look good, but we trying to win as a team. You can't win that way with one guy sucking up all of just everything going through him, just everything. Take notes, LeBron James fans. I've been trying to tell y'all this for the longest. But, so every time a coach tried to reel Trae Young in, there was clashes. And the coach was up out of there. That's why they was, a lot of people started calling him a coach killer. And I don't know. Is he a coach killer or not? But one thing I do know is the coach was trying to get him to play the right way. And in the earlier parts of Trae Young's career, he was, let's just be honest, I don't see his dad as much as I did when he first came in the league. His daddy was in his ear a lot. I understand his dad had been there the whole time from middle school to high school to college and in the first part of his career. That was not helpful because you got a coach trying to coach this man and you got his daddy that had been in his ear his whole career. I don't see his daddy as much as I used to. Now, Trae Young realized that, okay, I'm getting labeled as a coach killer. So he trying to play the way the coach trying to get him to play. But he's struggling with that. Because he's so used to doing what he wants to do. You remember John Collins that was on this team, man. John Collins was like, hey, man, we out here trying to play team ball, and this guy just jacking up shots. Well, we running down here on the fast break, and before we can get set up on offense, the ball is already in the air. This guy done shot from the logo. How we going to play like this? So, yeah, the coach trying to get the man to play the right way, so he trying. Trae Young is trying. The problem is that he's so used to playing this way that he's been playing his whole life that he is struggling. That's why it ain't looking the same now. Now, last season, Trae Young averaged 24 points and 12 assists. Sounds great, right? Those are some good numbers, man. That's not the problem. The problem is that 41% shooting from the field. That's the problem. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't look the same they used to. He's struggling mentally to deal with him not doing everything that he want to do out there. He's trying to play in a structured environment now and not doing everything he want to do. And Trae Young don't do nothing else if he ain't got the ball in his hand. He trying. Also, teams figured out Trae Young. A few years ago, I think it was in 2022, when they played the Miami Heat in the playoffs, and Miami just trapped them every time. Up the floor, every time he came across half court, they trapped him. And he was shook. He didn't know what to do. So that's how you beat the Hawks at that time, because Trae Young trying to do everything. You just trap Trae Young, he going to get frustrated, and you just taking him out the game. See, now, if Trae Young was a type of player that can move without the basketball, he can't do that. Trae Young plays a lot better when he just got the ball dancing on folk and he just shooting threes here and there and just dancing with the ball. He don't play good when he don't, when they trapping him and he don't have the ball in his hand that much. And he trying to play in a structured environment. So, let me put it like this. If Jalen Johnson got the ball and he passed the ball to Trae Young to a wide open shot, Trae Young probably gonna miss that shot. Most of the time, it just ain't comfortable for Trae Young for somebody to be passing him the ball. You understand what I'm saying? It's just uncomfortable for him. I used to say all the time, when the last time you seen somebody give Trae Young get an assist passing Trae Young the ball? I used to say that all the time. I used to tell people that all the time. You never seen it. I mean, he trying to play that way now, but it's uncomfortable for him to be doing something when somebody else got the ball. And Trae Young is out there on offense without the ball. He just don't know what to do. He wants the ball. So the problem with Trae Young is the shooting percentage, man. That's the reason of this video. The shooting percentage is the problem. And it's looking even worse this year than last year. Have y'all been looking at the preseason games? Trae Young, I don't think he shot over 35% in now one of these games. Just last night, he shot 4 for 14. It's getting worse. And now I don't know if it's the pressure of not having a contract. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe he's stressing about not going into the season, not having an extension on the last year of his contract. Maybe that's it. But man, that shooting percentage look bad, man. You shooting in the 30s. Your shooting percentage, you getting Ben Simmons territory, man. That ain't good. That's why they don't want to give you no contract, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. So yeah, man. It might be about time for the Hawks to move on from Trae Young. Now, in Trae Young defense, I will say this. The Hawks ain't never gave this man no legitimate backup point guard. I will say that. They tried with Kobe Buffkin. I don't know what happened with Kobe. Yes, I do. I do know what happened with Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin will come in and hurt his own development by getting hurt. He'll play 2 or 3 games and then get hurt. And be out for the whole season. So that killed his development. He did that 2 or 3 years in a row. So, in Trae Young defense, he's never had a legitimate backup point guard behind him. And he don't have them now. They keep bringing in these combo guards like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's not a point guard, man. They had opportunities to bring in a point guard this offseason, and they didn't do it. So, that's one thing I can say in Trae Young defense. But other than that, man, I think they about time to they about finna get ready to move on from Trae Young, man. There's a lot of trade rumors out there too. That was the purpose of this video too, man. I forgot to talk about it at the beginning, but yeah, the trade rumors is why I made this video. A lot of trade rumors for Trae Young. It been trade rumors for Trae Young for a few years, man. But it might be about time for the Hawks to move on from Trae Young because they don't want to pay him that money that he's asking for. So, all right, man. Season about to start in 1 week. The real season, not the preseason. We're going to see how these Hawks going to look, man. I like the way Reece Shea looking. I like the way Jalen Johnson, he always look good. Porzingis, hopefully he can stay healthy. So, we all know what Dyson Daniels is, man. Got a dog on the court. I'm out, man.